Well, I mean, it technically is the first time anybody else is in here.
Yeah.
Including my man. We got John in the house, everybody. Hey, we got Gigi. We got Gigi in the picture. Hey, and then we got a homie EC Photography in the building.
Say hi. Put your face in there. Me? Yeah.
Yo. So, of course, we got the homie John, too, man. Always holding it down, holding the fort. If you want to be on, you can. If not, you're good, brother.
He's my editor. He does the music, the intro, outro.
Well, he does a very good job.
Yes.
The second person in charge here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or first, Fatal.
Well, I'm technically in charge, but he always tries to take over. He's like super technical, like every little minute detail.
That's okay. So he just kind of makes up for what maybe you don't want to do or don't recognize.
Me, I'm just like, whatever, it's fine.
He's it's a collaboration between the both of y'all. I think is what it is. That's what I've gotten to see, because leading up to today, I've been going back and watching a couple more things, like the last interview that you did, which was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So but for the audience, watching us again, we got a studio audience today, and it's your guy, the guy that does videos and reaches out to Fatal every once in a while for some help. Jose Najar with Najar Media, and today, we're celebrating your birthday, right?
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, it's technically Tuesday, but this will be out on Tuesday, so
dropping. Okay, yeah. So we're officially, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Fatal. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Everybody, John, happy birthday to Fatal. Yep. Happy birthday to you.
Aw, thank you.
See, if I'd have done my homework more, I would have brought a candle at least.
Oh, it's all good.
Wait, hold up. Blow that candle, John. Production assistant, I need a candle, please.
Let me make my wish.
Thank you. We got Eric, a host. Yep.
There was cussing in that wish, too. I'm like, you better give it to me, goddammit.
All right, well, I guess put it here wherever you want, Fatal. Yeah, so, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You want to point out the digits or no?
I'll be 35.
You are 35.
Yeah.
Because today is Tuesday.
Yeah. I am technically, this is past me, 34-year-old me.
There you go.
Happy birthday, 35-year-old me.
Hey, so, we're here. I noticed you have a Bulls jersey on, or
yep.
What sweater. Do you like basketball?
I'm originally from Chicago.
See, you might have told me that, but a lot of shit just slips my mind, Fatal, sometimes. Chicago, you know what? We did have a conversation. We were talking about the deep dish pizza, right?
Yeah. I love deep dish.
I remember now. So what is your favorite? Let's say for food.
Oh, my favorite food? Yeah. Oh, Filipino food.
But for pizza, we're talking about.
For pizza. Yeah. I'm sorry.
We'll go to pizza, then we'll say generalize it with food.
Well, I usually eat thin crust, but I like red pepper, jalapeno, and banana pepper, and then a shit ton of red pepper flakes.
Spicy.
Yep.
That's why the Filipino. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, shoot, man. Do you have a certain spot here near or?
Oh,
anywhere?
Domino's right down the block, because they just deliver in like 5 minutes.
Oh, so you can get it brought here.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi, I need my production team, man. We need catering ordered and get the
Where's
number.
our intern?
Right. Where's that John? Man, that's where Odie would have came in, man. I'm sorry to say that, Kato, but we always gotta hold it down for Odie no matter what. He's right here.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? I know where he's at, but he's up here. Hey, so here. There you go. So yeah, I mean, I owe you food.
Oh, you don't owe me food. But we should get food later, right? Audience.
Hey, audience, clap. Nah, they're not hungry.
You get some food.
Right? They're not hungry. I think that's what it is.
We will be though.
Well, you know what? And I was thinking about getting some food, but I was like, you know what? I've been eating a lot. This is a conversation I had with Eric earlier. I've been eating a lot of beef lately. I need to chill. So where do we go, Eric?
Juice Man.
and we got I
Beef at Juice Land?
No.
Oh. You're like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I'm always trying to look out for the health, but it seems like every time I catch myself, I'm fucking up. So I was like, today let's do something right. You know, let's start the morning off right and get some nutrients in us, and you know, just have a good morning. You know what I mean? So, anyways,
which Juice Land did you go to?
The closest, now you're good. The closest one was actually on Research. Yeah, so I thought.
Oh, like a newer one, right?
Yes, it's in a newer development. Yeah. I thought they would have one like here somewhere on Anderson. Right? Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, we're here. Again, you know, we've got for some of y'all that don't really follow too much of what Fatal does photography wise. She did a photo shoot for Gigi, Still Alive, aka Gross Gun, and he's actually the one that's in the studio today with us, man. Hopefully they'll be getting an interview in soon, and then y'all can know a little bit more about this guy. Very interesting. So again, Fatal, thank you once again for reaching out to some artists that I work with. You know, I always appreciate that because, you know, going back again, refreshing on a lot of stuff that you've done. There's quite a few artists that I've also worked with, and it's beautiful to see what someone else would want to grasp from that person, from their perspective. You know what I mean? So definitely keep doing what you're doing, because like again, refreshing. I don't know how often you watch your episodes, but you know, I kind of went back a little bit and started seeing. I refreshed on more of the latest ones because I didn't get to see all of them when you release them, but you know, I try to at least watch a little bit of everybody, and so very interesting. The one with Levi, his was real good too.
Yeah.
I like his story. You know, so. An artist, you know, hopefully I can reach out to and you know, we'll make something happen one day. Because after you know the story that he had, I was like, that's cool, man. You know, you got to respect and support that in a way. So, you know, that's cool that you found him. You know, so you know, anybody else you have in mind, or if you want to share it, you know, you got the microphone to speak freely now because you hardly ever speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and like with every episode, I always suggest to all the artists to work with you. You probably hear that too. I'm like, no, have you done music videos?
No. See, Fatal, okay, so I'm asking though, like, who do you have in mind to bring on next? You know what I mean? Like I love to see like who you're expanding into. Like I was telling Eric, he's not too familiar. He's busy, probably even busier than I am. So I don't, you know. When I asked him if he knew, I didn't expect him to, and so I kind of explained to him what you're bringing to him. And what did I tell him? You know, I said, you know, it's a variation of a lot of things. You know, you're not gonna find the same thing over and over from every interview you do, and that's what attracts me to what you do here. You know what I mean? And so you know, to me, it's kind of like, you know, I just want you to be able to tell the audience, you know, do you have any big plans? Like, I know we've talked about that, but you kind of sometimes gotta want to know where you want to go. You know, like you definitely want to do things spontaneously speaking, but you also got to give yourself goals so that way you give yourself a motivation. You know, maybe it's not a very big goal that you want to set, but you know, maybe like you said, you wanted to start writing about your experiences with this. You know, how's that going?
Oh,
you know,
shit.
You know, see, so you know, it's just, you know, again, you know, the audience, you know, it's yours. You know, I want you to express and maybe tell them a little bit more about if you have any plans with this, what's going well with Fatal Overdose.
I mean, I do want to take my interviews on location because, like, it's cool like to sit in here and really like go deep into shit, but I also want to capture the artist at work.
Right.
So, like, I know some mural artists that I would love to interview while they're doing their thing, or like behind the scenes in music studios.
Yeah. Because you just got the Rode mic, right, or the on-camera mic.
Microphone. Yeah.
See, so there you go. That gives you the accessibility of catching like some great audio. You know what I mean, and just on ground, as they say. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I just need a stabilizer. And I wanted to win yours that you gave away.
Well, man, let's hope that Ace is putting it to good use, you know, because I told him that. I said, dude, you know, I hope that you put this to use because, you know, a lot of other artists that I know could have won it and they would be using it right now. Yeah. So, you know, to me, I'm trying to motivate him because he also shoots. And so I thought, okay, if this is going to get him to start shooting again, then perfect. That's the, you know, point taken. You know, I'll take that in other words. but you know, someone like you, I know is gonna put it to good use because you already got everything set up. Like for him, I know he just told me that he wants to get back in it.
Yeah.
But you know, I haven't asked him, so I actually need to follow up just to see if he's using it or not. But shout out Ace Garcia, man, get on that shit, bro. Fatal.
No hard feelings though.
No, of course not. Hey, man, you know everybody had a fair shot of winning. You know, my daughter picked the fucking winner.
Yeah, I know, that was so cute, that drawing. Oh my god, it was so suspenseful when she was like rolling it with her little fingers.
Well, you know, shit, that was the point, you know, to try to just have fun with it. You know, she was fucking excited. She kept asking, is it time? Is it time? I'm like, nah, you know, we got to get a few more people. You know, I want to give as many people an opportunity. And so, you know, well, I think total we got like under 10 people.
Yeah, you had a lot of people.
So it was cool. You know, it was the first one I done. And so maybe if he doesn't use it, he can draw that shit.
Oh, no, it's all good.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But, you know, the whole thing, you know, the point was to put something in somebody's hands that's gonna put it to use, you know, and I hope that's what happens with it, because you know you would have put it to good use, you know. By the way, people, you know, she's out there getting it, man. I mean, soon we're gonna do a video shoot. I'm gonna do the video shoot, and Fatal will capture the behind the scenes for Katie Trop.
Yep.
So have you heard the song at all?
I have not. Wait, what's it called?
It's called Whispers, I believe.
No. I really just watch her visuals on YouTube, so
yeah.
When it comes out there.
So with her, we do all kinds of different things. This one's gonna be pretty unique because it'll be a one shot. So what we did for Salus, the whole video would be like that now.
Dope.
So it'll be a bunch of takes, and it'd be dope for you to capture the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And see where we fuck up. You know, because it's gotta run, it's gotta continue. Right. It's not gonna be okay, pause. Reset, you know, we've got to get it in one shot, and we've got a few elements that we want to bring to it, and we had to cancel today. Today's Tuesday, so past Saturday we had to cancel because it was raining, right? But you know, we're here again. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with your on camera, your new gear that you've gotten. You know, I always like to see what people are gonna create next.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm excited.
What else are you doing?
As far as like upcoming shoots and
anything.
stuff?
Anything.
Do I have any? Well, I just shot Shelby on 2 nights ago. Yeah. She's an instructor at Vamps Dance. She does pole dancing on the east side, East 5th. So I'm editing her photos right now. So she's super talented. You guys should take classes from her. Yeah.
I'll break the pole, man.
Huh?
I'll break the pole. So how did you find out about her? I did see you promoting that.
Oh,
actually.
I shot
now that you
her
mention it.
like 2 years ago.
For same thing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because she also performs, and she like had some shows coming up that she needed some promo for, I believe. So, but yeah, it's been years since I shot her, and we didn't do any pole ones yet, so. These are cool because I could see her like in action. But those things spin fast, dude.
Oh yeah. So like you're taking pictures of her like actually doing her routine thing? Okay. Yeah. So how'd that come out? You gotten coloring and all that done or no?
Yeah. It turned out pretty well. At first, like the pole was spinning too fast, so we just had to make it stationary. So she was like holding her poses.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it can be a little complicated, you know. You got to get the right shutter speed, I guess, stuff like that. So you got to figure that out. That's why I just do video, because it's a little easier. How about I just take video of you and then just give you stills from there? That sounds like just the same thing almost. Yeah. But that's cool. I mean, what else? You know, I mean, okay, so you also do studio work.
Yes.
You know, so people come here and then you know you do, which I like. Like again, you know, shout out what you did for Gigi. I love that.
Thanks.
It's so much of the vibe that you represent. I think your past guest, and I'm sorry if I keep forgetting his name. Gorman, right?
Yeah, John Gorman.
John Gorman. He pointed out that, you know, if someone does their work, they're gonna come to you for a certain vibe that you give, and to me, I like what you did for Gross Gun. That was cool, you know, and so if you keep on working with that same vibe, I think you can start to develop you know, what it is that you really like to do, unless, you know, you just pertain certain vibes to certain artists. You know, it all depends on that, you know, how
Yeah.
you as an artist are gonna project your work, your visualization from what you see.
Right, yeah. I try to always make it like abstract
Of
or
course.
somewhat like fantasy or just like weird. I get a lot of inspiration from do you watch Saturday Night Live, SNL?
Not
ever?
really.
Oh, excuse me. There's a photographer that like, you know, before and after each like after commercial and stuff,
Mhm.
it'll show a photo and it's usually like super bright pop art. But I like her. It looks like a
Okay.
comic kind of.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot her name. She's really famous.
okay. Besides, so that'll perfect. What artists do you really like? Like, who do you really follow, whether dead or alive? It doesn't matter.
I don't really follow many famous ones. I do have David LaChapelle's book.
Okay.
He does like kind of controversial. Like he shot like a bunch of celebrities, like Michael Jackson, Madonna,
Okay.
and yeah. Who else do I follow? Not really a lot. I kind of don't want to like follow. Well, Dark Beauty, like that magazine, is kind of an inspiration. But
Okay.
usually everyone tries to do the same thing.
Okay.
So I try not to let that like subconsciously influence my
Right.
style.
Right.
Because it's like, damn, everyone's done smoke bombs.
Yeah,
Everyone just puts shit on their face and then do a close up, and it's just glamour.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
I dig that. That's cool. So, like, for example, you know, when someone throws out artist names, you know, you get, for our generation, you get a lot of, you know, Banksy, you get Basquiat, you know, Warhol, even, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So,
Yeah.
like, any of those artists, like, do you
I think-
because in say, for example, okay, so Warhol and Basquiat, they're older, you know, from, you know, 60s, 70s, I believe. So, you know, to them, that art at that time was out. It was abstract, the way you're
Yeah.
saying, you know. So that's why they now are so manifestive, is because we dig that shit still heavily. It's still, it's the initiation to the culture of what it kind of represents now, to be able to freely do shit, you know. Again, it's about perspective. And for example, Banksy, I don't, you know, are you familiar with?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, look at him, you know, doing the stencils on walls. You know, everybody was doing graffiti for years, but no one was putting these types of images up.
Right.
When you create that type of movement, you become a Banksy Warhol. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, like, I feel like as artists, that's the way we gotta think. You know what I'm saying? And not to say we want to be like them at all,
Right.
no, because we're all individuals, but we want to try to get, you know, our work to be analyzed, not just looked at. And
Yeah.
you know, obviously you want your work to be appreciated, but there's different types of appreciation. You know, you can have support because they're your homies, or you can have like true support because they understand how, you know, what you represent, things like what you bring give that much more concrete detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for Gigi, again, you know, I can't wait to hear what you get out of him. You know what I mean? So to me, I guess we go back to the art thing. You know, how do you want to develop, I guess, as an artist? Because I'm asking you about your inspirations, and you know, I dig that. I dig the fact that you don't really want to have that subconscious influence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that happens. And so what you know, I get it. You just kind of take wherever it takes you, right? That's the way you run it. You know, to run your vibe. But it's like, you know, I'm telling you probably want to set a goal
Yeah.
or something you probably want to do, you know. So
Right.
if that exists, or if you feel like there's something like that, like, you could let the audience know right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've definitely been pulling some inspiration from like just like graphic design,
Yeah.
like doing typography stuff, trying to make my images worthy of like album covers, because now that I've been working with so many musicians, I want it to, you know, pop for that. But yeah, I mean, like, as far as like how I want it to grow, like more on the editing, I play a lot. I'm like pretty much self-taught.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten like the basics down, like tutorials off YouTube, but like everything else I just fuck with it. I'm like, oh, okay, this works.
Mhm.
I don't have like, you know, preset templates that I save.
Perfect.
I just keep fucking with it every time.
And that's how you get your originality, you know, because as you tweak it, you begin to manipulate it in your mind too. So that's great. I mean, that's perfect. 'Cause I mean, now that says a lot more. That style fits you even more. So perfect. I mean, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, I guarantee you're doing it right. You know, again, right, audience, man. She's knocking it out. Yeah, for real. They're not even talking, man.
I gave y'all sleepy tea.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
it's the poison in the Kool-Aid, man.
I feel like Get Out. I just need a stir.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying. I want to get y'all hyped, man. So I tried to come as prepared as possible, which isn't always great, right, for me. But Eric.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm like.
Nah, you good. We're getting out of you, Fatal. Right here. Here's where the fun's gonna start.
Is this interrogation time?
No interrogation. Okay. I try to put together something cool for you, man. So let me see how I figured this out. I wrote this a couple nights back, but it's pretty much a little game. And in this game, I reached out to some of your previous artists or photographers, whatever, that were here.
Are they here?
Happy birthday, Fatal! No, shit. No, that'd have been cool, but I couldn't go that far. So I messaged them and I said, hey man, I said, I had a question for them. I said, what's one thing that unique about you that you didn't really talk about on the show? So what I'm gonna do is I'll read out the question exactly how I asked them, and then their response, and it's up to you to see if you can guess who responded.
Whoa, yeah. This is cool.
So okay. We'll see, and it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. I tried to do more, but it was only 4.
No, that's perfect.
And again, so how many guests have you had? 8, 9, 10?
Oh, I mean, I've had 19 episodes.
19? No, so okay.
So 19 guests.
No, 19 guests. There you go. I'm way off. Shit. So either way, it was more recent ones. I didn't go all the way back to the beginning. I don't think I did. And so I said, this is how it reads out. I said, when asked what is a unique thing about you, blank said, and this is their response. Maybe that I have bourbon, maybe that I like bourbon or whiskey. I don't know. No. Bourbon or whiskey, IDK. Not I don't know, IDK. Not sure. We just met for a moment before. I didn't get it too much either.
What?
But that
is that one response or?
Yeah, that's basically one. So it reads like this. I fucked it up. So maybe that I like bourbon or whiskey. IDK. Not sure. We just met for a moment before. That was the answer. So that's person number 1. And
do I get a lifeline? Just kidding.
John probably knows. John's the only one that probably would know, right, John? So just think of
is it Levi?
How you know?
Cause he saw my whiskey.
Damn! Already, there you go. Already, man, I'm impressed. I said, there's no way she gonna get that shit. Context clues or physical.
Is that like $50 added to my prize?
Yeah, something like that. Right? We'll figure out your prize in a little bit. Let's see. I didn't think you were gonna get it. All right. So when asked, what's a unique thing about you? Blank said, I'm a big anime fan.
Otakinator.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect. I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh wait, can you repeat the?
We'll go back to it.
Okay.
When asked, what's a unique thing about you? Blank said, I've had 4 pugs total in my life.
4 pugs?
Pug dogs. And I bear witness.
4 pugs. AC Aftermath.
Final answer?
Yeah.
We'll come back to
Damn!
it. I'll give you. See now you're getting deducted.
Sorry.
That's 25 a pop. So we're back to 0. That's 25. That's 25 a pop. That's back to 0. All right. This one. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'll probably give it away. I'm not gonna say. Okay. I'll tell you if you get it wrong. I'll give you the clue.
Okay.
When asked, what's a unique thing about you? Blank said, I hate ketchup.
Oh shit. I ketchup. I kind of, man, I am not in the right state of mind right now.
It's just a guess. You've got now 18 chances.
I give up.
John's been helping. I'll let him be your lifeline.
One.
Bro, get her $50 back.
Ketchup.
He knows it. Yeah, it kind of. When you tell you the answer, if you don't get it, you're gonna be like, "Fuck," of course. But I'm not gonna tell you the answer right now. So.
Is it you?
No, it's not.
Oh,
me.
okay.
Hey, I didn't do one. I didn't do one for myself. I guess I'll make one up in a while, right? Hey, so. Well, okay, so yeah, you missed. You got maybe that that I like bourbon and whiskey. I don't know. We just met one time before. I don't know what that means, but so Levi, you got that right. And so the second one was I'm a big anime fan. I don't know what clue to give you.
Anime fan. Nova.
No.
God damn.
I'll tell you. Salus.
Oh shit.
Salus Herb. Yeah, he had mentioned when we were shooting. He had mentioned that he liked shit like that. That's why I kind of knew.
Okay.
But I
don't think I knew that.
Yeah, he didn't remember. He's like, I don't know if I mentioned that. I said, I don't think you did. So, well, that's cool. So the pugs, 4 pugs total.
I have no idea.
It's an artist that I've shot for, of course.
Geo?
No.
No. God damn. Katie Chop.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the neat thing, the neat thing about that is they're all rescued.
Right.
No, right. The cool thing about that, a cool tidbit just for your, they're all rescue pugs, I believe. So she's rescued all of them. I was like, what? I was like, you can rescue a pug because they already ugly. And I'm like, shit, a rescued ugly pug? That's thug right there. That's thug life. I'm seriously like, if I didn't, they shed a lot. That's why I don't like pugs too much. They just shed extremely amount. That's cool. I'm all right with that.
Really?
But they have too many shedding issues. I don't want to deal with that. But cool. So yeah, you got. I'll give you 2, right? Audience, right, John? It was 2. Production director. Oh, we're missing I hate ketchup. So who said I hate ketchup?
I have no idea. Give me a hint.
I can. Every hint that I would give you would probably give it away, you know.
Were we talking about food on the episode ever?
In the episode consisted of elaborate vocabulary at points.
Was it John Gorman?
See that the clue was too much.
Oh damn!
The clue was too much.
There's the applause sign right here, just flashing.
Right, applause. Yeah. So okay. So what'd you get? 1. John Gorman said I hate ketchup. Katie said I have 4 pugs. Salu said I'm a big anime fan. So you got them all. You had second try, but you got 2 on the first try, right? That's good. Yeah. There you go already. So, you know, I had a few people also ask me some questions. Some of them I didn't get to write down. So if they come to me, I'll remember. But you have people asking. So, Senor Instadam on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He helped. Yep, he helped with Salus. Yeah, shout out Senor Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I have one of his paintings. I went to San Antonio to get it.
Nice.
Dope. Yeah, it's for my daughter. So yeah, we have it up. It's cool. So this guy asked, and I believe you've probably answered this question before. It's just, I guess, just question, I guess, so everybody knows again. What inspired your haircut?
Oh shit. Well, do you know the singer Cassie, the rapper? She's an R&B singer. She dated P Diddy for a while.
Okay, Me and You.
Yes.
That single.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I first saw her, I was like, ooh, I like it.
She has that.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware. I have that on vinyl, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah, weird fucking tad back. I have that on vinyl.
Yeah.
I swear, dude.
But she doesn't have Twinkie. My sideburn.
What the fuck?
I named him Twinkie.
Whoa, that's what's up, man. You need to bleach it blonde or some shit, man. Give Twinkie some color. I said chocolate Twinkie. Wow. All right. So yeah, now, hey. So the next one. I mean, anything else you want to add to that? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's my hair.
Yeah. You get a lot of questions about it. I've
Yeah.
witnessed like 2-3 times someone ask you about
Yeah.
it. So it's definitely unique, and obviously.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely started lower. Like, I only got the first buzz at Bird's Barbershop, and then I've been
there.
shaving it ever since.
You do it.
And it just keeps moving more and more and more.
Okay, so there's no plan to it. You just like.
No, yeah.
Cool.
I'm too lazy to grow it out.
Of course.
Plus, it's nice, like, in the summertime.
It would take a while to grow it out. You're right. Okay, I'll take it. So, what got you into photography was the question asked by, of course, Rap Hippie on Instagram, Gigi, aka Gigi. Girls can still.
So back in the MySpace days, I was like 20, like 19 or 20, and like my best friend at the time, she had a MySpace account, and she like was such a camera whore, and she just wanted me to take really hot pictures of her. And so I like got the knack of like angles and composition and stuff. And I just had like an Olympus point and shoot.
Okay.
So I started off with that, and then I just kind of like took off from there.
So how long ago was that?
Oh damn, like 15 years ago.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So in Chicago,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, because
Yeah.
you've lived in. We've talked about this, but
Yeah.
again, I don't know why I'm not doing this, but questions that I've personally asked you while we've been working and shit. I guess that's what I need to be asking again, right?
It's all good.
Because people don't know. I'm sorry. See, I'm not very good at interviewing people. So yeah, I mean, where have you lived? Definitely. I mean, because that's the end of my spiel. So that was it.
Oh yeah. So I was born in Chicago, and then I moved because my mom's a nurse. So when you're a registered nurse, you're licensed in certain states, and so when you're in Chicago, she got licensed to Wisconsin to make more money. So she just picked the next suburb, like right at the border between between Illinois and Wisconsin. So we went from Chicago, then moved to Kenosha, Wisconsin, when I was 13, and then from Kenosha I moved to Milwaukee.
Cool. It's a lot of cold.
Yeah, so it's all along Lake Michigan. So it was still like shit ton of snow.
Texas killed you when you got here.
Yeah.
Of course.
The fucking allergies here has been killing me.
Oh yeah, a lot of trees. You know, a lot of
and
trees.
it's very hilly here too.
Yeah.
I noticed.
So like, there's this band that I like from Milwaukee or Minnesota, somewhere over there. I can't remember, but they're pretty cool. They're like a seven piece band. I think some of them play like the electronic drums and stuff like that. So they're pretty progressive as far as sound. I can't think of the name. Anyways, they have a badass video. Later on, I'll send it to you. And they shot the video in a crazy way to make it seem like everything was decaying, like all the buildings.
Oh, cool.
So that was cool, and it was in the middle of like downtown. Like I said, it's Minnesota or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, like that's a lot of work. You know what I mean? Right. So, but so yeah, I mean, of all places, where have you like to live the most?
I mean, since I moved from Chicago like when I was still young, so even though I grew up in Chicago as a kid, but like I didn't drive yet, so I didn't really experience like my adulthood growth until I moved to Milwaukee.
Right.
So I like Milwaukee because it's like a small town but very diverse, but also segregated. But yeah, it's cheap. Like you can go out in certain clubs. They have like quarter tap, just 25 cents for beer. Get like fucked up. Yeah.
I bet. Man. Okay.
But Chicago's nice because bars close at 4.
Okay.
I know.
So you get 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Them 2 hours do some damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I like the distance between Milwaukee and Chicago. It's only like an hour and a half. So like San Antonio and Austin.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So you didn't move too far. I mean,
Yeah,
it's still
yeah, like
far.
right at the border. So I would still go to Chicago frequent.
You know, it's still cold.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. It's still fucking cold.
Have you ever been?
Never.
You should go.
What am I gonna do over there? Freeze?
I don't know.
Go in the summer. I'll go in the summer. You know, my plan was to kind of not really travel too much outside of Texas until I got to do more fucking videos and shit like that. But definitely, I've gotten a couple opportunities to go out, and it's cool. My plan is to see the world. I hope,
right.
If it lines up for me, but. I don't really. We were talking about this with Eric earlier. It's like I don't know, man. I'm like you in that sense. I got just whatever comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Traveling, it's sometimes it's tough to do with a family. You know what I mean? So it's just more people to have to provide for and care for and stuff. And so, obviously, if we ever get the opportunity, I'm going. You know, so Milwaukee, I don't know because it's too cold, but I'll probably choose somewhere where it's not as cold.
Well, what I like about it, since Austin is like a booming city, so everything's new. Like, I moved here in 2011, I believe.
Okay.
And just like downtown looks completely different. Whereas in Milwaukee or Chicago, those are very old, established towns. So I love like just the architecture, and they have like really cool old buildings from like the early 1800s still intact, like the water tower and stuff. Okay. So I think that's what you would probably like, you know, if you visited for like shooting, just like the big skyscrapers and the old, you know, dive bars and stuff.
Architecture, that's what I like. So as long as it's, especially if it's late 1800s and stuff, I like all that stuff. It's cool. So the furthest you've gone western is. Did you mention California or no?
I've been to Hawaii.
Hawaii. Well, that's pretty far. That's cool.
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
I've been there twice. So.
Not to live, just to.
No, just vacation.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd definitely be one place that I'd like to check out.
Yeah, everything is in slow pace though.
As far as.
Just like as soon as you land, like, you know, here everything is like busy. I don't know. Whereas there it's like. Just people move slow.
So they all kind of like.
They're like this.
They're not in a hurry.
Just kidding.
Here's your bag, man. Right? It's just they're not in a rush, is it? Right?
Yeah, like just everyone's like chill, like, you know, no one like, you know, if you're on a train or whatever, I don't know if there's trains there, but like people aren't like rushing to go anywhere. I don't know.
What do you think that is?
Well, maybe because it's a beautiful island. And people just want to like enjoy life there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a city though too, right?
Yeah, like the Big Island stuff.
Yeah. So, but they have like downtown and big skyscraper buildings and shit, right? I've never been there.
I don't know. People are nicer there.
Oh yeah, I assume. It's just more tribal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a big deal on the news about Hawaii recently. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, the volcano probably.
No, some political. Some political.
Yeah,
some political. We won't dwell into it because I don't know what it was. So yeah, I mean, so you said in 2011 you got here. In 2011, so you've been here 8 years. That's awesome. So what have you experienced? You've just had one job being here in Austin.
Okay, so when I moved here from Milwaukee, I actually got to keep the same position but work from home. So it was nice. Okay. So I would just like stay at home alone. And
do you want to say where you work?
Oh yeah, I mean it was at Assurant. It was a health insurance company.
Okay.
So then when Obamacare took over, it went out of business, so I got laid off. So I was with them for like 9 years.
What did you do there?
I was a senior customer care specialist. So like the call center, like let's say you like want to bitch at someone, like can I speak to your supervisor? That would be me. Like I'd be the one to like de-escalate
in the situation, of course.
Assholes.
So how did you like doing that?
I liked it because like since I only worked virtual and I didn't have to talk to customers, I'd have like a group chat of all the reps, like if they needed help on a call, and I would just like kind of guide them to where they gotta go. So yeah,
because you said you worked what is it? Real estate? Not real estate.
It's health insurance.
Right. Oh. But in the past, you said you've worked like stores. They used to shop.
Oh yeah,
you said, right? You told me a story about that. Yeah. So retail. There you go. So I mean, it's still almost, you know, you gotta just calm down the customer when they get out of hand, I guess.
Plus, I'd rather, you know, deal with customers over the phone than in person.
And directly and shit. Wow. So they used to bet, right? You had said before they used to bet.
The buckle game.
Yeah.
The store of the buckle.
Yeah.
I will repeat for anyone that didn't watch the episode.
Go.
But when I worked in a mall, I worked at the buckle, which like they sell jeans and like these name brand and Doc Martens and stuff, but off commission. So you would get paid $4 an hour, just like a fucking waitress job, and then have to earn your commission. So like I would try to sell a whole outfit to like these drug dealers and stuff. They would drop like $500 with me, like buying like Echo and stuff. Right. Anyway, so there would be this game that like the teenagers at the mall would play, like the Scenester kids, the emo, whatever.
Yeah.
Where you have to go inside the buckle and touch the back wall and go all the way back out to the entrance without talking to the sales associate because they're on commission, right? So like I would fuck with them too. I'd be like waiting behind a rack, and just like when they thought they would, you know, win, I'd like pop out like, can I help you? So
they would lose at that point.
Yeah.
Fucking
It
bums.
was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I like to play to fucking get them at the end.
Right.
Wow. You gotta have some way to have fun, right?
Yeah.
So you just worked at like the buckle or any
Oh
other?
shit, I worked all over the place.
What was like the craziest shit? I think that's how it led to it, to asking you about that.
Oh, my craziest work experience?
Yeah. Whether it's the health or the retail.
Damn, now I gotta go through my... Okay, so we'll just go through my entire work history. This is my resume right now.
Let's do that. Real quick.
I started off as a candy striper at a nursing home. I was a water girl. So I wore like the peppermint stripe apron. And like after school, I was only like 16. After school, I would just load up a cart of water and deliver it to the old people in the nursing home. And so my mom was a charge nurse, so like she was, you know, the one in charge that night, and if I needed help or whatever, like she always had my back. But anyway, so I delivered water to this one old lady, and I knocked on the door and I was like, water, and no one said anything, so I just like walked in, and she was laying in the bed like this. And so I walked up to her and I was like, ma'am, do you want some water? And I knew she was dead. I fucking knew she was dead. And I like kind of like tapped her just to make sure that's not how she slept or anything.
Right.
So then I like snuck out and I went to my mom. I was like, Mom, I think this lady died. And she was like, oh shit. So she like gets her stethoscope and then like she goes in. She was like, yeah, she just died and her body was warm. So she probably died like minutes before you showed up. And so they like wheeled her out like on a stretcher with the blanket over her and shit.
That's traumatizing. You're 16 though.
Yeah.
Still, man, that's, you know.
Yeah, it was kind of traumatizing.
Yeah, of course, man. You fucking walk in, you bro, I'm here to give you water, not to fucking resuscitate your ass. Man, so, okay, so you did that for how long though?
Oh, like a year.
Okay,
yeah.
and then you said you...
and then I went to retail. Okay, so I worked for like 2 weeks at a tanning salon. Mm-hmm. That sucked because you just wipe up like fucking sweaty ass tanning beds, and it was such a new establishment that like they didn't have like schedules on computers yet.
Right.
You'd have to like call and see what your schedule is. I don't know. This is way back in like 99. So yeah. So I never called, and then when I finally did call, like maybe like way longer than I should have waited, they're like, yeah, we're gonna just let you go because we didn't think that you would ever come in anymore. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't care. I still lived at home, so it's not like I needed like really money, or like I didn't have like a car yet. So okay, let's see, where else did I work? Oh yeah, I worked at this one place called The Gourmet Chef at an outlet mall. And they sold like pots and pans and like high-end like knives and cutlery and like seasonings, like white people shit. Mm-hmm. And so I loved being the sample girl because on Saturdays and Sundays, like in the summertime, I'd be outside in front of the store like passing out samples, and I'd just be like eating them myself. Well, anyway, I had bright red hair.
Okay.
And there was money missing from the cash register one day. It was like $200, and I was the only brown girl there. It was all white people that worked there.
Oh shit!
With bright ass fucking red hair, and they accused me of stealing. And I was like, no, it wasn't me. Why the fuck would I want to take money? Because everyone heard that I was a stoner, so they're like, oh, it just had to be her. Yeah. So then the fucking CEO of the company came to our store to investigate and questioned all of us, and he was being such a dick, and he was just like, I noticed that your hair is red. Did you know that that's against company policy? You can't have dyed hair. And I'm like, what? I've never heard that. And then he made everyone take a drug test.
Damn.
So I had to take a fucking drug test, and I drank detox, and my pee was like bright orange. But luckily I passed.
All right.
So when the test results came and the CO or whatever like saw that I passed, he like kept me on. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. So I just quit. I was like, you guys blamed me.
Hey.
And then
fuck that, man. Fucking straight up,
like,
Fatal. If they're watching you, they're watching you. They're watching you right now. So fuck. What was the name of the
La Gourmet Chef?
Man, fuck y'all. Y'all nice suck.
I know, right?
Hey,
Plus, I used to steal their food all the time.
There you go. Eat that. The only thing I stole was food, motherfucker.
And then I heard after I left that another $200 was stolen.
There you
So
go.
it just proved it wasn't me. So
there you go.
I went out in style at least.
You were 16 still?
I was probably like 18 now.
Okay. Another job.
Okay. And the next job was Perfumania. Same outlet mall.
I know that name.
Yeah. So they like
kiosks, or was it a store?
Yeah, some are kiosks, but they do have their own stores like in malls and shit.
Yeah.
But they would also be off commission, and I remember I had pink eye on both eyes for Black Friday, and my fucking boss still made me work.
And you went to work.
Yeah, and like everyone's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Nope, I got pink eye." I was telling everyone just so they'd be pissed at her, cause like I had to like spray the perfume and give it to them, and they were like, "I don't want to touch your fucking paper from your nasty fingers." So yeah.
Man, so okay, shit. I've had like 3 fucking jobs in my life. Ain't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah.
What was your first job?
My first job, I worked for
Paperboy, because you got the hat.
Not right. Fucking, I don't know what this is. I liked it though.
No, I like it. You look like a director.
Yeah. Well, I gotta put my glasses back on then, right?
Oh yeah, Samuel L. Jackson in the house.
You know what, Fade? I'd rather not say.
Okay.
Because I stole a lot of shit from them too. I ain't gonna tell you where I work. Just, I've had 3 jobs, put it this way. I don't get tired.
Damn, now I feel like I shouldn't have said all that.
No, it's
I was
funny.
dumb and...
It's funny, man. Nah,
Yeah.
I mean, shit. You know, we all had to do what we had to do at one point. You know, shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody innocent here. Why you think I tell you? I ain't gonna tell you where I work. Shit.
I've never been arrested. I've never gone to jail, though.
There you go. Hey, that's all that counts.
I'm clean
Straight
as a
up.
whistle, baby.
Finessing it, man, to the core, man. Well, shit. I mean, you know, so your retail job. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you could put up with shit like that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think that, you know, it's not from Fatal. I know that's not her character to put up with shit like that.
I'm like fed up. That's why. It's
Yeah.
like, you learn how stupid people are and how entitled they are, and just everyone in their life needs to have a customer service job. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. You'll see a different perspective.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
No. It's so it's still weird though, the fucking salt, because you were walking.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. And there's like
so,
snow.
I mean, what the fuck,
everywhere.
man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so why did they want to dress? Just going back to that shit, because that was just weird.
Oh, it's okay.
So they fucking, why would they want to winter black? What the fuck?
Oh, that's our uniform. We have to wear all black.
So what if it's not winter?
No, I meant like from the salt, like it only would be in the winter.
Oh, so you would always have to wear that too. Okay,
Yeah, I would always
misunderstood.
have to like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it only apply during the winter time, because that's when the fucking the ice and shit. I got you.
Right.
Okay.
But I was also
I
am short, but anyway, I always wore long pants, so it would be like ripped up at the bottom, and I'd get in trouble with that too. So they'd make me take scissors and like shear off the phrase and stuff.
Man, get some fucking bobby pins or something, whatever.
I always got in trouble at work too.
Oh my god.
For every stupid. It was really dumb.
You a troublemaker. Troublemaker.
And like I remember when I worked at the Buckle, because you know it's off commission, right? And sometimes you just don't want to talk to people or try that hard. So I'd be sent home because like dude'd be like, if you're not gonna be at your 100%, you shouldn't be here. I'm like, okay, bye. But anyway, yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and I got yelled at by this bitch. She was like, that Oriental bitch called me a bitch. Yeah.
Hey, she at least called you Oriental and not no other slur, you know? She could have plugged in all kinds of shit.
Oh my god, yeah, because at that Buckle place we had sensors, you know, at the on every article of clothing, and her dumbass was like standing so close to the entrance that the alarm was going off, and like she was just like oblivious to it, and
kept making it go off.
Yeah. So after like a good minute, I was like folding jeans. Like, I guess I didn't say it that soft because I was like, stupid bitch. And she heard me. She heard me, and she went up to my manager, and she was like, that Oriental, whatever. Called me a bitch. And then, like, he called me over, and he was like, Christine, is this true? Did you call her a bitch? I was like, yeah. She was like, all right, you need to go home. I'm like, God damn it! She wasn't supposed to hear that.
Right. There you go. She wasn't supposed to. You got lucky, right? The lady got lucky. She heard it. So, what the fuck,
Some
man?
people just need to get checked, you know?
Yeah, I mean, shit, you making it go off, you know? You're having a bad day. That's what it was. Because you're a nice person, by the way. Fatal's not bad. She's a very good person. She's cool. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be wasting my time. So, I guess, you know, the idea was for people to find out more about you. I mean, you know, what else do you want to let the public know? You know, I mean, obviously your art, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
You know, we're here because of your art. You know, I've already told you on our past episode, you know, pretty much everything. I don't need to repeat it. If they want to, they could go back and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've expressed like how I feel about your project and how much I support it, and I think you've come a long way, you know, in a very short amount of time, you know, and obviously it's not just you, it's John and all the people that help you by sitting in that chair you're in. So, you know, again, you may not know who you're bringing to the table next, but I know it's going to be somebody real good. Because again, you know, the spontaneous thing that you have going, it matches very much, not just, you know, in other words, your vibe and your soul really reflects in the show. Is what I'm kind of trying to say, as well as your art, you know, whether it's painting or photography. You know, you may not be so proud of your paintings, but the two I've seen were dope. So, I mean, what do y'all think, audience? She's doing good? She's doing all right? All right, man. What about the audience? The audience have any questions? Eric, you want to know something about Fatal?
Time.
Yeah, something, man. Just what you got?
Put him in the spot. Why don't you?
Right? Nah, nothing. Okay, well, it's all good. I didn't know he just wanted to know something. Like, hey, what do you know? Eric wants to know what you shoot on. What camera you shoot on?
Oh, a Canon T3i.
I told her it's not bad.
It's from
I mean, anything works.
Yeah, I know.
It's all editing.
Yeah, exactly, and the lenses.
Lenses mostly in editing.
Yeah.
Your body's not really.
Right.
You take a good picture, man. Everybody's looking at it on their phone.
Shitty cameras, but the lenses are decent.
Yeah. As long as you have the right lens and know your shit in editing.
Yeah. Gigi, and you already asked one question. You don't have anything else?
Dang.
Like that?
I'm trying to think.
All right, we'll come back. John ain't got nothing. He knows you well enough. He don't need to ask you nothing.
Come on. No. Okay.
We'll think about it. Before we wrap up, y'all can drop y'all's question in. I mean, again, Fatal, anything, you know, I mean, it's you know, you don't get to talk too much. I feel you haven't talked too much. I feel I overcompensated you, but
No, you're good. Thank you. Cause but now I just gave my entire work history.
That's basically what we came to do.
This is my background check evidence right here.
Hey, you know what? John, you gonna cut some of it out or no?
No.
See, y'all ain't
and this is exactly what I thought would happen, by the way.
What do you
I would
mean?
just start talking about some stupid shit.
Well, there you go. We can talk about more stupid shit if you want, but that'll go on forever. No, it's just, I think it's you know, a testament maybe to if someone gets to know you, what they're really gonna get. You know, especially if they're an artist that's looking to collaborate, that wants to do something. Which, by the way, you know, reach out to her. You know, she's on Instagram mostly, so you know, Fatal Appeal.
Yes.
Right. No weird stuff. Just Fatal
Appeal.
Fatal Appeal. You know, and then obviously you're watching right now YouTube. She's got that platform with now it's gonna be 21 episodes.
20 is 20th.
This would be a 20th.
Yep.
So 20th episode, y'all. All right. All right.
So fun fact, I thought it was ironic that it landed on 20 because my family nickname. Oh my God, why am I sharing this now? Okay. So Christine is my American name, and my family, it's a very Filipino thing. You just name them a double syllable name. So mine is Tintin or Tenten.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, 10 plus 10. That's my episode.
20.
but-
There you
yeah.
go. There you go.
But it's
Well,
my number for
yeah.
like anything 101.
You use it, okay. I mean, well, definitely your Filipino heritage. We've spoken about it. I mean, you travel much back to that.
Last time I was there was when I attended kindergarten. So I was like 5 and I lived there for a year. But I really need to go back. And now that my dad's retiring in December, I plan on going there with him. So.
For a good while, or just kind of couple of days?
Just vacation.
What do you like about that over there besides the food?
Oh shit! I mean, everyone just like not as uptight. Like, you know how America is like super like PC, but back there, like, I don't know, they're just more outspoken without like any fear of offending people. Like, I like the sense of humor. I don't know, very fun people.
What's a big mixture of Oriental and Spanish, right?
Yeah. So and Filipino is like I don't know, a melting pot of like Chinese, Spanish, Mongolian. I guess that's Chinese. Polynesian. So, but go ahead. What are you gonna say?
No, I just you answered the question.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. That's cool. So both of your parents are Filipino then, right? Okay, cool.
I'm 100%.
100%. That's cool.
Mabuhay!
There you go. We have a friend who's married to a Filipino.
Oh,
so
really?
We're always talking
Is she
about
crazy?
stuff.
Because every time.
She's
Okay.
actually not. She's cool. Well, see, she's not 100%.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe that's why. But.
Oh, really?
There you go.
I knew some Laotians. Yeah.
It's all pretty almost similar.
Yeah, Southeast Asians are very different from like the yellow Asians, if you will.
Segregation.
Well, you know.
Asians. There you go.
But yeah. So I'd say like the culture is different. A little, I don't know, more loud, I would say.
Yeah.
And fun.
I mean, it's to me like I've explained to you before, the similarities of this, the words, that sometimes you use, they're very similar in Spanish, and it's still considered like Tagalog, right? Because Tagalog is its own language. It's not Spanish the way. I guess there's a like you said, a clash of a couple cultures, and so the language is also implemented in a sense. Like I said, some words are almost Spanish-like, but they really mean something in Tagalog. So it's pretty cool that the way that works,
Yeah, like hi, how are you is como está, whereas ours is kamusta.
There you go. Same thing with
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy though. That happens a lot more than you actually realize. Like Arabic and Spanish are very similar. Some Arabic words, and so, but that's cool. That's you as an artist, like not just you, but any artist, it's cool to see a lot of cultures and stuff, because it definitely does open your perspective, and it could lead you to build differently, than if you hadn't seen these or experienced these things. And so that's cool that you're able to experience that and help you with your art in a sense.
Yeah.
Anywhere in particular that you would love to go shoot, like just anywhere in the world?
Oh damn.
Never thought about it, huh?
I never really thought about it. I mean, definitely just like all over Asia for sure, like in the jungles or at the temples. But I don't think you could shoot at the temples. So.
No. You think they got them shut down or what?
Oh no, just because out of respect.
Yeah. Gotcha. So you mean like Buddhist temples and stuff like that? Okay.
Like when I went into Thailand, I had to wear a skirt because you can't show your knees and you can't show your shoulder caps. Okay. So yeah.
They have their own attire.
Or like I don't think you could wear like sandals, exposed feet or anything.
Whoa. They'd be mad at the salt stains, wouldn't they?
I remember we went to the King's, not castle, but in Bangkok, and there were tourists that were there, and they had shorts, and they didn't know that rule. And there's also like a sign, but they were like so pissed. They're like, "Come on, just let us in." I'm like, dude, that's disrespectful. Like, you're in their country. Like, follow their fucking rules. Yeah, it's not that hard.
Well, especially for some, for them sacred.
Like, exactly. And the king just died too, so they were in mourning.
Yeah.
So
they weren't having no shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's like one of the best places you traveled to? Like, out of the country, obviously, like Thailand, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Like that you just had a blast, I guess.
Okay, so I like Vegas for the shows. So I like a bunch of cities for different reasons.
Uh-huh.
So I like Vegas for the entertainment, even though it's really fucking expensive to go, but the hotels are usually cheap, and I just like, you know, that it's the nightlife is just like 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I like Hawaii because it's like gorgeous, and I went hiking and stuff, so like the nature part of it. But I also like New Orleans because of the history. Like, have you ever been to New Orleans?
Drove close to it.
Oh, okay.
Never been there. Yeah.
But like, even though it's the tourist spots, but like Bourbon Street and just the cemeteries and stuff, like seeing the mausoleums.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even feel like you're in United States. It's like, you know, very French influenced.
Yeah.
So, and I like, you know, the whole voodoo culture and beliefs there. So, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Those are my favorite things.
So it's like the whole the French what movie? There was one movie that I really liked how they captured all that Interview with a Vampire.
Oh yeah,
that's what it is,
I
right?
don't remember it.
Is that one it?
Probably with Kristen Dunst.
No. Yeah. So it's all it all takes
Cruise. Tom Cruise.
That guy.
No, Brad.
And Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. There you go.
Yeah.
So that, to me, I love the way that movie was captured.
Yeah.
It's like, I like vampire shit, but that one is probably one of my favorites. You know, just because I don't know, it was just captured very right. You know, and it's a long movie, and I like that. So, cause to me, it's like, don't waste my time with bullshit. You know what I mean? That, to me, that was very. It seemed almost very real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously it's I think it's a book, right? It's based on a book. No one knows. I may be lying, shit. But I think it's based on a book, Interview with a Vampire. John Carpenter or some shit.
Oh.
No?
I think
Maybe
so.
I'm just spitting out bullshit right now. Anyways, well, any favorite movies you like? How about that? We're on the movie subject.
There's some that have impressed me lately, but I can't remember the names. Like one of my all-time favorites is What Dreams May Come, with Robin Williams and Cuba Gooding Jr. Have you seen that one?
I've heard of it and never seen it though.
It makes me cry every single time.
Salty tears.
Yeah, but it's some deep shit with like tons of symbolism and just like, I don't know. I dream every night, so I like the whole story of the idea of heaven and hell, and your dreams are whatever you dream about is your heaven. So
of course, yeah. That's, I gotta check that out now.
Yeah,
sounds pretty
it's
interesting.
So yeah, it makes you think for sure.
Okay, so you like to read?
Yes.
What are you reading right
I'm actually reading a book right now that Melina Twyman wrote. She's an artist that I want to have her talk about her books. But
cool.
I just got yesterday, but I'm on page like 92, so
okay.
I hope to be done within like a week or two.
Okay, so you say you bring her in?
Yeah, I think it's called Paper Cups.
There you go. So that'd be the first author. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a book author. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. See, there you go. You don't know what to expect, man.
You guys are still here?
Yeah, right. They're asleep. It's all right. Shit, we chopping it up.
Add the cricket sound.
Right. Yeah. Crickets, man. Yeah. So that's cool. A book. What did explain?
It's about her experience living in Australia. So.
What got you to read that? Because
I support all artists I follow.
Right. No, I'm
like,
saying.
Give me your book.
Okay, so I'm saying like, okay, how did you get into her? This is the question.
Oh, how did I get into?
Yeah, her like, how'd you find out?
Oh,
about her? Yeah.
So she played a show with Jordan Telling, which John, he was actually a drummer for. So they've played like the same shows together, and then from then on. Okay. And she also is a recording artist as well. She's a great singer-songwriter. She's amazing.
So she'll be a good interview then.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. An all-around writer. That's cool. Well, there you go. Author. Man, I seriously, man. I'm challenging you. I think everybody in this room is challenging you. What's the most fucking insane interview you can get? So far, I love John. His shit was dope.
Yeah.
Just the content, everything, very inspirational. Like I said, I can't wait to read his stuff and get a little bit more into what he's about. But he got me just by the interview. So I don't know. you said you follow him on Instagram. That's how you found him. See, so that's cool. I mean, that's great that you use Instagram as a tool to help you, with your podcast and possibly getting more unique material.
Right.
And so again, I can't wait to see what you do with the future of this.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
Yeah, so if you have any suggestions, I like weird people. So.
I got you. Yeah, well, see, the majority of the people that I would be able to bring, or, recommend and stuff, would be a lot of artists. But I want to give you some. I'm gonna find something for you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But I also do want more sex workers because I'm very fascinated by it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Well, I don't know any sex workers.
No, I do.
I know some sex traffickers, but not no.
You
I'm
know
just
sex
kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know any sex workers. I just know the traffickers. Nah, man. Well, that's all right. Well, shit, man. I mean, yeah, that's a whole interesting concept or idea in itself. So, but that's cool. I mean, yeah, I'm sure we're all proud of you. What you've been doing, and so proud of you and John, what y'all got going. Can't wait to see, if you do change or try out anything different, like getting interviewed. That was great. So
yeah.
I wish we had more time to, really get into more elaborate and fascinating things about your retail jobs. But I think that's gonna be enough for today. Well, Fatal, on behalf of everybody in the studio, man, we appreciate everything you do for us, man. As far as and this is from an artist perspective, giving that platform. And again, I've probably done that on our previous interview, but I mean, this is its own, and I feel it deserves at least that being said for this episode 20 today.
Well, thank you, and thank you so much. You did really great. I feel like I fucked up this interview.
Nah, you didn't fuck it up. No, we're good.
Like there were some times where I was like, wait. I'm not hosting right now, like,
yeah,
and I'd freak out.
It's okay, it sometimes it takes a little time to get into it, but I mean, shit, we got some good info about you and what you know. I mean, I definitely recommend maybe you get someone else to do it too. They'll ask a whole different perspective, because this is my perspective. This is kind of what I brought to the table for you, and again, I'm sure some people learn some things about you. You got. Well, she got everybody right? The questions and stuff. So there you go. All right. See, there you go. I mean, shit, I wouldn't have guessed. I didn't even know it was 19 episodes. I thought it was like 10 or 11. Anyways.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, okay, so my biggest goal, I might as well just plant this seed.
Let's do it.
Is I really want to rent a venue and have a showcase of like my favorite artists just like perform. There would be like so many rappers, but like just go-go dancers and like I don't know. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mixture of music and poetry, everything.
Yeah,
right?
I know some spoken word.
Exactly. We saw each other at an event a while back, right? With Eric 91, he was hosting an event.
Yes,
that was pretty cool. So something like that is definitely the city needs more things like that. So. I mean, anything that I can help you in that aspect, you let me know, and I'll help you in any way that I can.
You can film it.
We'll do a promo. We'll do a promo for it and everything that we got to do for it. We'll make it happen. You got to get on it though. You got to get on.
We need money first.
That's true. Hey man, go fund me.
That's always the problem.
It is a lot.
Nobody want to pay for shit.
The majority of the time it is. I tell you what, you start a GoFundMe and you don't know who's gonna support. It may be the same people that are gonna come out.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know. There's also a part of me is like, well, maybe I'll just land a good new job and I'll just front the money. Like for Raw, I was a Raw artist. You know what I'm talking about? You have to sell $200 or 20 tickets if you're gonna showcase at their events or whatever. And if you don't sell them, then you have to front the money. So like I paid the flat 200, and like I told all my friends, like, you don't gotta pay for a ticket, just come, it's already paid for.
That's cool.
And only like 4 people showed up, so
damn.
I know
that sucks.
That's artist life for you.
Yeah, and we experience that a lot. We could have dwelled on that shit, but I don't want to talk about that. You know what I mean?
Well, obviously I'm still dwelling.
No, don't. Well, that's
I paid for all of this.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying, and for the people that don't know, not everyone's gonna know how much work we're actually putting in. They just see the final product, but that's cool because that's what we expect them to see.
But I don't expect anyone to pay me in return. But what I'm saying is that like I would like to just have a showcase that I don't want people to have to pay to be involved or anything. Like I just want everyone together. But someone's got to pay for the venue. So.
Exactly. I think GoFundMe, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
The venue, I could probably help with something like that. You
Nice.
know, I know some places that we may be able to use. To me, it's one of the best venues in Austin. So,
Which one?
hey, actually, that's where we're gonna shoot. You'll see it. Yeah.
I know what you're gonna
So you'll see
say.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll see it. You'll see it.
Yeah.
So you can really consider.
Okay.
You'll talk
That's
to
possible,
you'll talk to
actually.
the owner, and he's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. So whenever we get to doing that, I'm sure we'll talk about that. But again, in any way, I'm down. So John, you down? Eric, Gigi, see, he'll show up. Gigi will show up with his Asian hat, his Oriental hat.
I'm offended. No, I'm just kidding.
He's offended, bro.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so I mean, anything else at Fatal, we're, it's unfortunate we got to cut on time, but definitely.
Oh no, I didn't even think we would go this far. Actually,
We got pretty far, Again, it could be a lot more, but at
Yeah.
least we know your work history, and that's very important for us.
Do I have to pee in a cup now?
Nah, not for me. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. Thanks for having me over here.
Yeah, of
I'm not a
course,
very
thank
good
you.
fucking interviewer, as you can see.
No, you did great.
I'm just asking
I really
you questions
appreciate
that I
it.
feel, would make sense. But
Yeah.
anyways, shit. Again, big shout out to our audience, our studio audience. Hopefully
Thanks for
you can.
staying awake.
Yeah, hopefully, right, for real, man. Hopefully you can convince some more people to do it. It's not so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you want, but definitely,
No, it
it's cool.
helps,
It's
for
cool.
sure.
Yeah, it needs attention, man, especially. But with some of the artists, you don't need it. It's attention because it's dope as fuck. So again, I can't wait to see where it goes. Right?
Yeah.
Again, thank you for having me, and on behalf of Najar Media, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for everything you do, not for me, but for everybody. The platform that you're creating. So
Well, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I like supporting other artists, so it wouldn't be possible without you.
it's a collaboration. Everybody is a collaboration. So
Yep.
trying to create content for the viewers to fucking enjoy and love and
Yeah.
give some feedback. Which, by the way, you need to disable the no comments on your YouTube. I feel you need to open it. I feel you need to
oh my
put
god.
it up. I feel you need to.
If I did it for this one, they'd be like, "Oh my god, she said yellow Asian." Like, dude, I could say that. I'm just the brown type, okay?
Yeah, right. Wow. Okay. Leave them disabled. Then. You know what
I
you're
know.
doing. I just think I'm the type that I'm gonna take the good criticism.
There's a lot of trolls out there, and
There is.
the only people's opinion that would matter are the ones that have the balls to message me personally.
There you go.
So.
Already. There you go. And on that note, if you got Plex, holla at her in her DMs.
Yeah. Just kidding.
Right?
All right. Well,
There you
thank you
go. Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
All right.
You can reach us at fatalpodcastatx@gmail.com or Instagram at Fatal Appeal.